'cause I know that it's something real. Gonna say how I feel, 'cause I know that it's something real. Hey, hey. Gonna say how I feel, 'cause I know that it's something real.
Hey everybody, hi, how are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. The gang's all here. If you're here for the first time, I realize I hardly ever introduce myself. I'm Gretchen, Gretchen Shepherd. This is Keeping It Real, and it is story and art night with a bunch of pals from the fluid art community and from other places. And yeah, this has become a storytelling night for me, a nightly journey through my collection of children's literature and sharing them with you guys. It's really a wonderful thing. And doubly deluxe here tonight. My sister has come to visit. Patty is upstairs. Everybody say, hi, Patty. Hi, yay, she's here. So I'm going to say hi to the crowd. First off, Gloria, hi, welcome. You and Dee are here. Deirdre, boy, bright and cheery. Deirdre, is it still cold up there in Alberta? And Gloria in Gettysburg, right? Yes, I think so. I'm right. Hi, Helen. Aloha, Miss Whidbey Island Hawaiian. Whidbey Island Hawaiian. Almost rhymes. Don't start tickling, throat. Sorry, let's do this. Oh, that's the bad thing when you have a lavalier. Oh, we'll send you energy for your shoulder. Yeah, must be cold. It's too much shoveling snow. Yeah, hire the local kid down the street. Yes, gang's all here, just about. Ooh la la. I think I got the camera figured out, although I had to drop one of my cameras up here that's the overhead camera a little lower for the story so you could see the pictures better. So that's why my face is so up close, so you don't get the lens in my forehead. Oh well, that's okay. Ooh la la. I saw Angie's here. Hi Angie, how are you today? I saw you were on the road today when I was posting my shorts. Yes, I got a walk in today. And Gail is here. Hi Gail. Nice to have you with us. Oh my goodness. Yes. It's been a day. So I went on a walk today, halfway to the beach and back. Bob had to go into Gig Harbor to go do grocery shopping. Yeah, it's not my gig, that's his. And so while he was gone, of course, I took Aldo for a walk. But then what did I have to do? I went to the library to pick up the books that I have on hold. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have a whole stack. Like, big stack. Big, and picture books are skinny. So when I say a stack, that's a good, and then I found some more from the ones I checked out a good 15 books. Yeah, woohoo. Happy Tuesday night, Gail friend. Gloria says, hey Gail friend. I like that. That's very good. Yes, Angie and Trudeau are here. So just snuck in, was blowing paint around on my canvas. Oh my gosh. I found an artist that I hadn't seen, Aros, A-R, ROS. She was really good. It was fun to see. I meant to write it down. I'll make a note to myself to write that down to find out her name. Find out. I think it's ARROS art. Anyway, she just had, and she had a really cool recipe for a different recipe for bloom, and that was kind of fun to see. Not having to get the Australian floetrol and stuff like that. Why is that popping up there? Okay. So, and then today I also, I taped a story just in case there's some evening that I am not around. We're thinking about toward the end of May heading out to go to see the bears in Yellowstone, but we have to coordinate that with my sister coming and babysitting the dog in the house. But that's a good. So yes, I saw, Helen, that you said that Hanakayalani, is that how you say it? Hanakayalani is your middle name. That's pretty cool. You probably say it much better than I would. Yes. So tonight, everybody, is a fun story. And it's interesting. I found very little about the author or the illustrator. And the author, as far as I could tell, had only done one other book. And I couldn't find really anything else that this illustrator had done, which kind of saddens me because it's a kind of a cool, fun illustration way that she has. Hey, Janet's here. Yay. Hi, everybody. Janet says, hi, everyone. And Janice, good to see you. And you're checking on Janice, and yes, doing well. We're all doing well. Not bad on the plus side of 0. Patty, who's Pat? Where's somebody that? Gloria Gale. Did I see somebody named Patty that I missed? Oh, my sister Patty. You're saying hi to Patty, my sister Patty. Yes. So Patty is sister number 1. We just had the neighbors come over selling chocolate bars, and their mom walked in and goes, "Oh, my goodness. If I didn't know you were sisters, I could never tell," because Patty was sitting in the chair I used to sit in. She kind of thought it was the two. She was at me. Yep, we get mixed up. Then Patty proceeded to tell Erica that I was older than her. But I'll give her that. You know, big sister, she has to do those kind of things. But she is my rock. And besides my husband, my big sis is my rock. So it's good to have her here for a few days. She stopped by Sarah's on the way, and Sarah made her walk around the island. I've told you about Sarah, you know, the one that just kind of, yeah, that's Sarah. And so Patty has not been able to get out really for walks because she lives in eastern Washington. She still has snow in her backyard. It is still freezing, and they've had lots of snow, and it's been really cold over there, like days and days and days in the teens, cold, dry, burr, and yeah, not where you can exactly go for a walk. So, but Sarah, of course, has still been buzzing around the island like a crazy girl. And so she made Patty go for a walk for her. And so then Patty escaped and came over here to sit for a couple days and relax. And we're going to have some good times. Yeah, we're all doing well. So that's good. Everything. Janice is here. Hi, Janice. Hello. Hello. All right. Hello, as Winnie the Pooh would say. Okay, you guys. So this story tonight is called Me and My Ants. And the opening that I had said, "Are you a rememberer?" And I read this book, and it's not a real common book. It's an older book. It's a book I bought at the King County Library book sale. in a book that they had been weeding out, and I think I bought it for 17 cents probably in that. Hannah Kaulani, Heavenly Worker. Oh, okay. She told me how to pronounce it. Hannah Kaulani. Oh, wow, Helen, that's beautiful. After last night's story with the boy of the blue horses. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that fits right in there. You need story time today. Well, I think you'll like this one. It's called Me and My Ants. And I wasn't going to have an art project to go with it, but I had a kind of a flash idea. And you guys don't have to get anything because I doubt you have tracing paper. So I'm going to try this and show you what I do, see if it'll work. I haven't tried it. This is one of those I haven't tried. And to see if I can kind of replicate this person's illustration style afterwards. So, Denise, I'm just checking, making sure we get there. Yes, all right. So everybody's here, and let me see. I think I have this figured out here. Go to the next. There it is, Me and My Ants. So I have some writing on it. So this book is a hardcover. It has a tag on it that means it was from the Bellevue School, the Bellevue branch of the King County Libraries. It had a library thing, and the hardcover is the library binding. And seriously, if you can find out when your county library has its big library sale, you can get killer deals on great books because the library only has just so much room. And if books don't get checked out, or if it's a fancy new book that they, a big county-wide library system, and they ordered 25 copies of it, after 3 years, if only 5 of those copies are getting checked out again, they'll take a bunch of the copies, and they've had 25 copies of a really popular book, but they're not getting a lot of checkout. They'll take 20 of those out of the system, and they'll put them in the King County Library or the library book sale. And then the public can come usually and purchase them. And usually they're really, if it's anything like what our counties do, the sales are killer. I used to get, if you brought your boxes, it was $10 a box or $5 a bag. And you could stuff them as full as you could stuff them. Everybody's different how they do them, but it's a great way to get books, and that's how I used to get them for the classroom. So then when they're hard copy like this, all you do is take a like a Lysol wipe or something, and you can wash them. I washed this one down, so it's good. So this is Me and My Ants by Laura P. Newton, and pictures by Robin Oz. So when I went to look up Robin Oz, I got lots of references to Wizard of Oz and Frank L. Baum, but couldn't find anything about her. Oh well, I think you'll like this story. It touched me, my sisters and I, there's 4 of us, we're the ants. The power of the ants, as my daughters say, and my nieces and nephews say. And it's amazing how we touch their lives and our nieces and nephews' lives in different ways. And I had great aunts. And I had one aunt, Annie Florence, and oh my gosh, the things how much I remember about her and my great aunts and the stories and how they touched our lives. It was really pretty special. So it's always interesting to when I find a book that speaks to me in some way, but also makes me think about my own role or my family's role or other people's role and how we affect kids down the way or other people. Kind of that You know, if you smile at somebody, how many other smiles are generated from that? So this is like that. Me and my ants. Let's see. Hi, Donna. Oh, Donna's here. I'm just checking before I hop in. Donna's here. She's eating dinner. And see if anybody else popped in. No, Donna, you know me. Donna, I ramble on for the first 15 minutes today. And before I even get into the story. So no problem. Yep. Donna's Gail. Ah. Beautiful shooting star in the night sky. That's right. Yes. Okay. Just checking to see if anybody else hopped in. Okay, we've got everybody here. Me and My Ants by Laura P. Newton. Pictures by Robin Oz. I love the way she does this outline kind of look on her illustrations and how it's centralized to the page and everything else kind of disappears except for the illustration there. I have lots and lots of relatives. Best of all are my aunts. Oh, let me just change one little thing before. What do we do? There we go. Best of all are my aunts. Look at the little kid down here in the corner. Now, one aunt is the best baker in the world. She makes pies and cookies and fancy cakes, even when it's not my birthday. I love to visit her. One aunt is a champion at sewing. She makes me pretty pillows for my bed, toasty sweaters that are easy to put on, and long pink lacy dresses that my mother would never pick out. One aunt is a teacher. She is very smart. She brings me important books that I will enjoy next year. One aunt is a great traveler. She sends me gifts from all over the world. This year, she's going to China. My favorite aunt, most favorite aunt, can't bake. She hates to sew. She doesn't teach. And she travels only to see me. She is a rememberer. She remembers that it's scary when you wake up in the middle of the night and there's thunder. She remembers how it is when you don't have a best friend. She remembers what a pesky little brother. She remembers that hot, heavy feeling when you break something by accident. She remembers extra apple on a hike in case we meet a unicorn. To bring a mirror when my hair is white with shampoo so I can see how I'll look when I'm very, very, very old. To make popcorn on a rainy day for no good reason at all. To wake me up so we can watch a new day borning. I'm learning to bake, and I can sew a little. I might be a teacher, and I'd surely like to travel. But when I'm an aunt, most of all, I will remember. And that's the story of me and my aunts. Oh. Oh, she had aunts that had mustaches. Ew. Unicorn, yes. There we go. Oh, Helen, you're making everybody laugh with mustaches. I had a great aunt. Oh my gosh. So, my great aunt Marianne. Oh my goodness. So she had red flocked velvet wallpaper in her dining room and naked Cupid light switches in there. She had a purple velvet couch in her living room that we couldn't sit on, but her Siamese cat, Ting Su, could. She always stuffed her hanky down her shirt, down in her bra, and she was well endowed. And she would lose it sometimes, and she'd dig around for it. And she and Uncle Ed traveled a lot, and they always brought us wonderful dolls and different kinds of things back around. And she was a character and so funny. And she was just one of those real characters of things that you add. And then, so Uncle Ed was my dad's business partner. They lived down the road from us. And then Ed's brother, my Uncle Swede, was married to my Auntie Arlene. And oh, my goodness, that woman, yeah, she didn't have a lot of time for children that, like me, that were loud and rambunctious. No. And let's just say she had standard poodles, 2 black standard poodles named Gunther and something else. And they wore like fancy rhinestone necklaces. I mean, this was back in the 60s when it wasn't a deal. And they fancy rhinestone necklaces and fancy red jackets. And of course, if the dog barked at me, it was my fault. Yeah, Auntie Arlene was a different, interesting sort of person. Aunt Susie was, my great Aunt Susie was the photographer that I have her camera back here. She didn't have a lot of patience for, none of these ladies had kids at all. Aunt Marianne's children died when they were shortly after birth. Those that she had, I think she had tried to have 2 and they both died. And then Auntie Arlene's, I think her children died in the war. Yeah, so then, but, and Aunt Mary and Uncle Walter, they were in San Diego, so I didn't see them. But so aunts were a big deal, great aunts. They were quite that kind of story, fun. Aunties with mustaches, mine didn't have. Oh, hi, Julie. Sparky's birthday party. Yay. Wait, cheers. Cheers for Sparky. Hi, Angie. Good to see everybody. Yeah, so it's it's fun when you have that type of kind of things. And I think this idea, though, that what you remember, and that aunt that was different, that remembers stuff, and the remember and different kind of things that way. Yeah. What do we do that makes us stand out in some way like that with someone? Okay, now I'm going to try to do this. So I have to get my iPad out of the case here for just a second. I've got to unplug it to get it out of the case and do what I have to do for you guys, because this is going to be a tricky thing. Come on. Oh, can you see? Printing and groaning. Here we go. Back at it. Back in. Okay. Let's see if we can go to the iPad screen. Oh, cancel that. So here is, this is for my art idea that I thought, because of the illustrations that are in this book, the way she did her illustrations. Let me pull one out. Let's see, let's go back to here. So this outline kind of thing that she did, where you see just the profile, but just that outline type of aspect that is so loose and free and open kind of stuff. Personally, I can't draw like that at all. So I had this idea. And I pulled up a picture of my sisters and I on the iPad. And what I did is I grabbed a piece of tracing paper, and I thought maybe you guys could try this at some, you probably didn't have tracing paper, so I wasn't going to ask. Okay, I'm going to put it over the picture like this on my iPad. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm your guinea pig, that's me. Well, I think I have a pen here that might work. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of, and I'm using a felt pen because I think if I tried to push a pencil, it's going to make my iPad move pages. But I'm going to just do this kind of thing. I should have just done the faces. Around us. I think, you know, sometimes it might be kind of a fun thing to do if you're trying to come up with a sketch or an illustration of some kind of a character, but you don't want to, you're basing it off of some other people or something. So this is the four of us at one of our sisters' weekends, hey, that we do every year. This was it. Oh, hey, where'd you go? See, it disappeared. At Manzanita. Oh, come on. So there's a tricky thing. This probably would have been better if I printed it out. But then I'm going to kind of just get her hair around here. And then Sarah's got glasses on. I do believe my husband and sister are watching upstairs because I'm hearing my husband laugh hysterically. And he's laughing. Patty's upstairs ready to come down and grab the paper and say, "You better not." Yes, they're, oh, you guys, they're upstairs. I can hardly do this. I can hear them both upstairs screaming at me. Oh my God. See, I told you I'd never tried this before. Bob's laughing so hard up there. So there's Pat there. There's me. I'm going to get some hair. Carolyn has curly hair. And Bob is laughing his freaking head off upstairs. This is... I don't think that's... Oh my gosh, you guys. So, but you could probably do this in some way to get a baseline. I'm not saying that this is the finished bit by any way, shape, or form. Patty's hands down here. So the idea being, so that's what we look like on an evening after probably several glasses of wine, heading for the beach. And then the start of something for some kind of a fun kind of illustration. I think how she did that in that book. They're still laughing upstairs, you guys. I'm seriously, what do I do with them, huh? Angie, tell me what do I do with them? So how the outline and the different things. So you give yourself at least a start. Okay, I look pretty gruesome. Can't tell who it is, fortunately. Although that, Carolyn does kind of have that look. But you could give yourself a start. I think if I probably didn't have my iPad and I was working at it, and it could be a start to something that you could work on for an illustration of some kind of things. Because sometimes, I know we were talking that you were interested, Angie especially was interested in illustrating for books, and sometimes it's just the idea of what kind of a character do you get? What kind of a, how do you get that picture going? And so how can you create that image? There's a book that I will read, like I think I told you this story about Bootsy Barker Bites. And Peggy Rathburn, she wrote Officer Buckle and Gloria too. The little girl in the story hates it when her mom's friend brings her daughter over because her mom always expects her to play with this little girl. And Bootsy Barker is this little girl, and Bootsy Barker bites, and she's one of these that comes all looking sweet and nice, and then she bites. So Peggy wanted an image of this girl with grinning teeth and whatnot. So she found her sister's 3rd grade picture and used it as a basis for Bootsy Barker. That's an idea. They do this. So my husband has a rather distinct laugh when he's chuckling, and he's still upstairs laughing. Okay. Anyway, so that was my idea. I don't know if it's a great one. If you guys try it and you want to send it to me and I'll pull it up on another show, that would be awesome. But that's the story of me and my aunts. And I got to amuse my sister and my husband while I tried this different kind of art thing. And I hope you liked that. I took my niece on a horseback rides and let them try their first cigarette. Bad, Auntie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Good job. Oh, love those standard poodles. Oh, Donna, when you're like 6 years old and these 2 black standard poodles jump out at you, I'm not a big fan. Early on, and I love big dogs, but those 2, yes. Your auntie let you smoke. Gosh, aunties let us do it. Yeah. My great aunt was the one who would give us champagne at Christmas. She'd always brought pink champagne, and that was pretty funny. Aunt Marianne. Not much fun. Oh, yes. I think it's something that we, not just being an aunt, but it's like I said, that remember what we get remembered for. What are those things? And like she said, she remembers to pack an extra apple in case you run into a unicorn. That's what we have to do. So, everybody, don't forget to pack an extra apple. Ah, yes, Gail. Oh my gosh. Your mom had 53 first cousins on her mom's side. We had lots of aunties. My brother hated it. My sister Patty, her son, my nephew Todd, is married to a woman that Jen's dad is one of 13, I think, in their family. And it's a huge, 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 like literally they have family reunions every couple of years that, I mean, they have to wear t-shirts that with their names and color coded to which branch of whose they belong to. It's like hundreds of people there. It's nuts. I thought ours was big with 45 people. 18? Oh, Patty just yelled down and said 18 brothers and sisters. 18. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I was wrong. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. That is a fun picture that we had. Tracing. Tracing is cool. I think tracing, when you do that kind of stuff and then you can take it off different things, it makes for a lot of fun, a way that as an artist you can take things off and go from other ways. I have a friend who takes my things sometimes that I don't particularly, I'm like, this and that, and he goes, let me have them. And we end up with these beautiful one-of-a-kind pieces that are so much fun to have. You think your tablet will freak out? Glad you're trying it first. Yeah, my iPad kind of wanted to jump and move things. I probably could have printed the picture out and had a lot more success, but oh well, you know. Of family ties, else picturing the, yeah, what story, what picture, if anything else, after we get off this ramble that I'm on, grab your sketchbooks, grab your notebook, and whether you draw a picture or write down a story, what does that spark in you? What does it remind you of? And those are the kind of stories to put down, or kind of images to draw on, to draw pictures of, that can then become the story. And you know, stories don't always start with the story. Sometimes they start with the image. Sometimes it's the other way around, but you never know. Whatever works for your style and for what you're doing. So Grandma was one of 9. Oh my gosh. Jackrabbit. Yeah, the word. Jackrabbit goes of 9. Oh my gosh. Family Ties song. My mother was one of 9. Cow, my Donna. Yeah. Oh no. Your dad was the young. Now Bob's mom was the 3rd of 12. Yeah, her older sisters were twins, and then there was her. So Angie said, yes. Hi, Bob. Dang, Gail. Back in the day, that was normal. Yeah. No tea. That's the reason. No TV. This reminds me of what we would do to the pictures in our yearbooks of those we didn't like. Oh my gosh, Janet, you gotta be kidding. Yep. Oh my gosh. That's not at all. You guys are funny. Yeah, Bob and Patty are going to be in timeout when I'm done. Oh my gosh, you guys. Bob, you, me, and my Sparky sound like 2 peas in a pod. Yeah, I think so. He's up there making dinner. So, anyway, 3rd P. There we go. Got him, Mike. Oh, Bernie's the 4th. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is going to be a great time when we play. It's a big pod of peas. Okay. All right. Prolific. This is crazy. All right. You guys, this has been so much fun. Thanks for letting me share this story with you. As always, it's just such a delight to come in and find these books and share them and reread them again and get to talk about things that I thought about when I read them to kids but couldn't say. But now with you guys, I love it. It's just fun and to have, if it touches you in some way or if it makes you laugh, it's been perfect. So again, thank you for another perfect evening of fun and story, and for letting me come into your home and for joining me on this journey. So until the next time, you know what I have to say. Keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. You know, it's out in the backyard, it's in the front yard, it's out your front door. It's probably someplace where you're not looking, but the first place to go look is in your mirror. Until next time, I will keep looking for stories and you keep sharing yours. Take care, everybody.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Ooh, feeling alright. We won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous,
You want to be famous with me.
we could be famous.
Come and be famous.
You blow my mind, looking like a model, better than the usual. Yeah, you don't even try, not average or typical. I put you on a pedestal. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could